This is Rita Dairit and this is Buhay Parang Life, where we discuss issues about this thing called life. Thank you, my dear viewers, for tuning into this episode. I invite you to please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook page. Buhay Parang Life is part of Faith Watch TV, and I encourage you to download the Faith Watch app on your mobile device. Pregnancy can either be a welcome news or a problem. What is a young woman to do when she suddenly finds herself pregnant? To share with us her experience is a lovely fashion and image educator. She is the directress and founder of Fash Club, a value-based empowerment program for young women. We welcome to Buhay Parang Life. This is a lady who lives up to her name, the charming Charm Guse. Hi, Charm.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. I'm very happy to be here, Rita.
Thank you for your time, Charm. Well, so in my introduction, I said, about pregnancy.
Yes.
And I told our viewers that you will share with us your story. How old were you, Charm, when you first got pregnant?
I was 23. I was still,
23.
finishing college that time.
Finishing college. And what were the circumstances around that pregnancy?
Well, for one, I was with my boyfriend, my husband. There were plans of getting married, but definitely it wasn't till we get to finish college. So, kung isipin mo, hindi pa rin planado na nangyari.
Yes. Charm, you studied in a Catholic university, and I can imagine your background. So, ano yung top of mind mong first thoughts mo when how did you learn about it? Did you go to a hospital to have, check just to make sure? Or an
Actually, uso na nga noon ng mga pregnancy test. Kaya, bumili lang ako ng kit. Yes, because I was feeling very different during that time. Yes.
Before checking, before testing, did you tell your boyfriend then that I think I want to test?
Oh, yes.
Oh, and what was his reaction?
Of course, like me, he was very nervous when it's not part of the plan. Sino ba naman ang prepared at sasabihin okay lang yon?
Right.
Diba? So, kailangan honest ka na pag hindi planado, talagang ninervyusin ka. Diba? Kakabahan ka. Tapos, mahirap maging confident. Diba?
Right. What about your boyfriend then, now your husband? What were the circumstances in his life? Was he also still in university?
Actually, he's, yun yung at least lucky sa amin. 1 year higher siya sa akin. So when I was already finishing that year, when I got pregnant, it was his first year at work already.
At least he was already working.
Yes. So, pero hindi pa rin madali yun. Kahit anong sabihan mo, nagsisimula pa lang kami nun.
Right.
So talagang, yung kaba ng disappointment ng parents.
Yes.
Tapos, how do we go about this? You're bringing a new life. When you say a new life, ang una mong isipin, because you're unprepared, paano yung gastos nito?
Exactly, right. What was his reaction after you have tested positive?
Ang ano sa husband ko, personality niya kasi is, well, I'm lucky na hindi siya matatakotin. Although nakaka-nervous, hindi siya yung tipong hindi mo maririnig na hindi ko to kaya, or hindi siya yung tipong irresponsable. At least doon naman, sure na ako na hindi siya yung tipong tatakbuhan ang ang responsibilidad. So we both considered it a mistake that happened, but it's something that we had to welcome. So gagawa ng paraan. Yun ang parang inisip namin na pag-usapan. Kailangan gawa ng paraan. Because no matter what, anak namin yun eh. Magiging anak namin.
Right. How did you tell your parents? When did you tell your parents? Ano yung naging game plan nyo to tell, both sides of the family?
Actually, ang mas nakakatakot yung side ko. Mas
Yung side,
natakot
of
ako.
course, kasi
Yes.
side ng babae. Sa atin, very evident ang pregnancy eh.
Yes. And actually, I didn't tell my parents first. Ang una naming sinabihan was um, my dean in school, because I was taking up education, who I was very close with.
All right.
Okay? And he became our ninong for our wedding, actually, one of our ninong. And so when I told him, I broke down, umiyak ako. Sabi ko, because we call him Doc. Doc, how's this? What do I do? Sabi niya. Sabi niya, sabi ko, ito problema ko. Tapos nakangiti lang siya. Tapos ang unang sinabi niya sa akin, anong problema? So parang I was taken aback. Yung
Right.
parang, yung parang naiiyak ka na. First time na feel ko bago pa masabi. Hindi ko alam paano ko umpisahan. Nanginginig na yung kamay ko. Lalo ako nag-breakdown. Tapos ang sabi niya lang, um, problem is a perspective. Yan ang sabi niya. Kung in your perspective, problema yung nasa harap mo, sabi niya, always know may kadikit na word ang problem. Ang sabi niya is, ang kadikit ng word ng problem is solution.
All right.
Ang sabi niya, lahat ng problema, isipin mo, kaya tawag problema kasi may solusyon
May
yan.
solution. All
Yeah.
right.
So I never forgot that.
Did he offer you like alternatives or plan of action? Anong advice niya sa'yo? Aside from if there is a problem, there is a solution.
Ang naalala ko lang, that's why I was very close to my dean, hindi siya ma-advise. In fact, laging more on, question siya. Ang naalala ko sinabi niya, anong gusto mong mangyari?
All right.
And I think when we say that, pag meron tayong kausap, when somebody's confiding in us na parang hindi natin sinasabi, ito dapat mong gawin or ganyan-ganyan, it becomes more meaningful because you're helping them. You're
Yes.
guiding them with what they want to happen. Right? So, I just told him, of course, I want to lessen yung disappointment ng parents namin. Paano i-break down sa kanila? Secondly, more than anything, I think we just needed their support. Na no matter what, di ba, they will support us with our decisions, whatever that may be. So, ganun. That's what I shared. And so, after that, kinausap ko na yung parents ko. Of course, disappointed sila. For one, my parents were separated. Okay? And to start off like that, yung fear nila, what kind of family will you have? Will it be also like ours, di ba? Nahiwalay sila. Yung mga ganon. So, I think that was mostly their concern. And for me, not having planned everything the way it's supposed to happen, that was also deep inside my fear.
Right, right. Did you talk to your parents separately, or was it like a meeting, all of you?
Actually, okay, hindi ko malilimutan yun, yung asawa kong kumausap sa daddy ko.
What a brave, gallant man.
na sinabi niya, pananagutan niya yung responsibilidad.
So
So,
I
yun.
think any father would be happy to hear that.
Yes, I think so. Even with the disappointment, of course.
Yes. What about your mom? So ikaw ang kumausap sa mami mo. Tigisan.
Oo. Mami ko nasa abroad noon, nasa Canada siya. So,
Alright.
ang uso lang noon ay long distance call.
Wala kang fiber message.
Time na yon. Oo. So,
Mahal
ganun kami
pa.
nag-usap. Yes. So, of course, she was crying more than anything. Mothers are always like that. Paano ka? Anong mangyari sa'yo? Wala ako dyan. And I remember telling her, don't worry, mommy. I can take care of myself. Kasi yun nga, parang doon na nagsimula yung, I think it was a forced responsibility for me and my husband. Na even though yun nga, we considered it as a problem because it was unplanned. Pero the beauty of it is that if anything is born out of love, you will always find solutions.
Right, right. At
And
kung
things
dalawa
can become
kayo,
beautiful because of that.
and you were both in agreement that
Oo.
you welcome the baby no matter the
Yes. Na
circumstances.
parang kinonsider na lang namin na pamadali lang yung mga plano. But
Med, right.
ito pa rin yun. Ito pa rin yun. Yun.
Medyo napaaga lang.
Yes, napaaga lang.
When did you break? So, all right, so you told your parents. And then what? And then what? Nag-usap kayo ng paano you will get
We,
married?
I truly believed in marriage. I saw it as a mistake for one. I think everything that God has laid for us is for our own good.
Right.
So it cannot be that his plan is you just, hindi ganun yung arrangement. Mga naka-anytime, kasal na lang pag may pera kayo, di ba? Yung mga,
Exactly, which is what is happening.
yeah,
Oh,
di ba? Kasi
right.
when you think about it, you both have to be settled, right? As a spouse, as a mother and as a father before you have children. So all these things are supposed to be good, 'di ba? Pero minsan nagkakaroon ng nagkakaroon ka ng nakakagawa ka ng mistake,
Right.
pero para mong pwedeng sabihin na napatid ka lang. Okay? So,
Kapatid.
oo, napatid, pero kailangan tumayo ulit, 'di ba? Tumayo ulit, tapos siguraduhin mo hindi ka na mapatid ulit.
Oh,
So,
what about the other side, if I may ask? What was the reaction? Because pambihira naman to anak ko, ngayon pa lang nagtatrabaho, eto na,
oo,
kumusta? Right.
yes, oo. So actually, medyo disappointing din sa kabilang side kasi dun sa husband ko, kasi eldest siya.
Ayun, eldest siya.
Yes,
And ano
eldest
mo,
siya
lalaki. Yeah.
yes, tapos lalaki, tapos inaasahan din ng parents niya. So I
Okay.
also felt bad. So I
Mhm.
really saw that as a mistake, right? Yung parang on both our part, that for one, we also wanted our parents to be proud of us. And who
Yeah.
wouldn't want na matulungan nila yung parents nila, miski financially, di ba? Kung yun ang plano nyo.
So what did he tell his parents?
Na
That the decision is what?
the decision is that we get married.
Was there
Because
a resistance from his parents or even from your parents too?
actually, because I come from a more Catholic family, meaning really trying to practice. And the
Right.
key and the suggestion there of the parents, sigurado ka na ba dyan? Kung sigurado ka na, di magpakasal ka na. Kung
Oh,
hindi dapat magpakasal.
medyo
Ganon.
makes sense naman. It makes sense
Oo,
naman.
oo.
Right.
With his parents, it was more, which is very practical also. Meaning their concern is yung bata, di ba? Bigyan mo ng pangalan, mag-civil muna kayo. Mag-civil wedding, di ba?
How
Kasi,
did you take that
oo,
suggest?
magiging magastos lang yan kung magkakaroon ka ng church wedding. Basta magpakasal kayo para at least sa papeles maayos.
How did you take that
Yeah.
suggestion?
Actually, I really talked to him. Kasi ako, naniniwala ako na ang marriage is parang ano natin yan eh, lifeline natin yan eh. Everybody belongs in a family, 'di ba? At kung ganun ka-importante yon, the more we need the blessings from God. Okay? So naniniwala ako sa sakramento ng marriage is there for you to get all the blessings you can get, 'di ba? For your marriage, which is very important. So yun yung pakay ko, kaya gusto kong ikasal ako. Kung itutuloy natin to, ay Diyos ko, kailangan mashoweran tayo ng lahat ng blessing. Di
Ay,
ba? Para talagang makayanan natin to.
ganito ba yun? Parang kung pakakasalan mo ako, it has to be in church. Otherwise, wag na.
Yes, wag na lang. Oo,
Ah, so,
ganon.
anong sabi nila? Para bang ano ba naman to? Wala, nag-aaral pa nga, gusto pa ng church wedding,
Oo,
mahal-mahal. I mean,
oo.
in,
My husband, then, good enough, he was scared to lose me. I was all or nothing.
uh, of course.
Yeah. So, basta siya, sige, sabi ni Charm eh. Sabi ni Charm ganito. So, ganon. Tutuloy
Ang
namin sa
ganda ng
simba.
ang ganda ng influence mo, charming ka talaga.
So, yun.
So yeah, it was all or nothing. So
Yes.
so did is this very personal? Did he get financial support from his we can delete that if
Actually,
you don't want to answer this.
actually, my husband was very independent even during college.
All right. So
Yeah. So, yung nagsimula kami, wala nang support yun sa parents namin, both sides.
all right. So
Yun.
okay. So all right. So how did you tell your friends? When did you tell your friends?
Um, yung best friends ko, sinabihan ko sila bago ko sinabihan yung mommy ko.
All right.
Yan. And in the end, sila yung magiging support group mo eh.
Correct.
Because in the end, sila ba yung may emotional bond sa'yo, diba? So, sa mga ganitong klaseng mga problema, you can really rely on your friends, di ba?
You have good friends. Wala ka bang friend na suggested what year was this? Ano 1990?
Year 2001.
2000.
Year 2000, 2000, 2000.
Wala ba from any of your friends? Well, meaning na, Charm, di ka pa graduate. Ang dami mo pang pwedeng gawin. That will be a burden. May nag-suggest pa ng ganon.
Meron kang maririnig, 'di ba? Meron ka
Meron.
naman maririnig. Or or sila mismo magsabi, "Hay nako, nakakainis ka naman," 'di ba? Yung parang ganun. Yung parang dapat sabay tayo eh. Sabay tayong mag-work, 'di ba? Sabay tayong, 'di ba? Iniisip mo pa that time after work, magpa-party ka pa, 'di ba? Dami pa tao makikilala, mga ganon. So, syempre, even from them, 'di ba? Makikita mo yung disappointment. But they were there to support me naman.
All right. So you got married in church. How many
Yes.
months were you already when the church wedding happened?
Actually, ang maganda doon, sabi ko nga sa iyo, na pamadali yung pagiging responsible naming mag-asawa. So, hindi na rin namin inisip na magkaroon ng mahaling wedding.
All right.
At
All
the
right.
end, we were more concerned na saan tayo titira, di ba? Anong mga kailangan ng baby,
Oh,
kaya pa in a few months, manganganak na ako, meron na ba tayong pambayad ng ospital, yung mga ganun, in case ma-CS ako, yung mga ganun, di ba, maiisip
right.
mo na yun. So when you think about it, hindi naging magarbo ang wedding namin. In fact, talagang pinipili yung mga in-invite namin. Ang napaka-importante sa amin, yung magiging ninong at ninang namin who will guide us through our marriage. So,
At yung
pinili namin yung mga idol namin na couples.
did you have to stop? Did you have to stop schooling?
Oh, yes, I had to. Because, not for anything, but
Uh-huh.
because I was having a difficult pregnancy that
Oh,
time. I had like spotting, yung mga usual na sometimes happens in the first trimester of your pregnancy. Tapos, I think my body was adjusting with the first pregnancy. Ang dami ko naging back problems. Yung mga ganon. So, it became my priority na it's the baby first. I can go back to studying again next time.
tell us
So,
about the first months
title.
of your marriage or early parenthood.
Okay. In itself, like di ba, I'm sure you'd understand na family life, married life are one of the biggest challenges of
Oh,
life. Pero
yes.
they're also the most meaningful and the most fulfilling for as long as you're trying to do your best and do things right, 'di ba? So, pag hindi planado, parang domino effect yan eh.
Right,
yung
right.
mga yung mga problema, 'di ba? Sunod-sunod din, 'di ba? Kasi nga walang plano. You take it as it comes, 'di ba? So, ayun yung parang tipid sa lahat. He was starting out at work. It was his first year. Imagine how my husband was feeling na he was he needed to adjust to work. Then here comes another adjustment when he gets home, diba? To a wife who's pregnant, or right after she gets pregnant, here's a baby who's crying at night.
I know that. So was there ever a time that you said, dapat hindi muna nagpakasal eh, o bakit ko ba nagawa to? Did that happen to you? Like, hormonal?
Alam mo, I think a lot, hindi ko alam, hindi ko masasabing lahat, pero I think many would agree that married life, no matter how short or how long, you still continue to question yourself. Right? When things get difficult, pag mahirap, di ba? Minsan na-imagine mo nang batukan yung asawa mo. Talaga bang pinakasalan ko to? Di ba? Ganun, di ba? Minsan. O kaya gusto mo nang sampalin na tipong, ikaw ba talaga yung pinakasalan ko? Di ba? Bakit ka ganito? Di ba?
How
All the
long are
years
you
through
married
that
now, Charm? How long?
we've been married for 22 years now.
And what do you think is the role of the sacramental grace in
Ah,
your married life?
Um, More than anything, I think it's really the driving force, the energy, and it becomes the compass, moral compass, 'di ba? Of your decisions once you start a family. Kasi 'di ba in marriage kaya ka nga nagpakasal kasi naniniwala kang forever na to. 'Di ba? So with that, you need everything and you give it all you've got para maging forever na to. Kasi hindi ka magpapakasal kung hindi ka naniniwala na, 'di ba, na you want it forever. 'Di ba? Kaya you have couples with their practicality and their logic, iisipin nila, live-in muna kami. Kasi kahit na sabihin mo, mahal ko siya, pero trial lang to eh. Di ba? Pag hindi kami okay, edi maghiwalay. Di ba? It happens.
Yes.
But
So,
yes, so marriage becomes that. It becomes your compass.
so Charm, to end this episode, what is your advice to young women out there? First of all, maybe so that you don't find yourself in a situation na mapapadali mo lahat. And then if it is already there, you find yourself young, unmarried, and pregnant, what can they do?
Ang masasabi ko lang is, be courageous. Just like anything in life, there are stumbling blocks, 'di ba? If you see this as a stumbling block, you can always get up. There if you want it, you can always find a way to have a solution. In the end, see life as a gift. And pregnancy, no matter how it comes, whether unplanned or planned, whether it's difficult, it's a difficult pregnancy, or whether even through pregnancy you find out your child would have a disability, it is a gift because we don't know what God's plan is for you, for your child, for your family. And whatever that may be, I'm sure it is something beautiful. You just don't see it yet. And sometimes it takes those stumbling blocks, mahihirapan sa umpisa, pero just trust in God that the plan is there. You just need to be open to His guidance. You need to trust even in the difficulties na parte yon ng gusto ng plano ni Lord para sa iyo. But someday you will realize that because of your faith, because of God's love for you, many miracles will come to your life and many beautiful things too with that child of yours.
Thank you so much, Charm, for all your beautiful thoughts on the sacrament of marriage, on your pregnancy, and life being a gift. Charm, you are a fashion and image educator. How can people reach
Yes.
you when they want to consult with you?
Oh, so they can go to my Facebook page. Okay, just look for Charm Goose, and then you can message me. Or for those interested for their daughters, okay, I also give empowerment classes and fashion classes to young girls. It's called Fash Club. So they can also find it in Facebook. They can just message me there and see the activities.
All right. Thank you so much, Charm. You are a gift to to the community of young girls. May God bless you. This is Rita Dairit reminding you today, haba-habaan po ang pasensya sapagkat ang buhay parang life.